Good afternoon, class. I'm Mr. Carpenter. I will be your fifth grade science and social studies teacher. Today we're going to discuss one of the expectations I have for you in this class. Have you ever heard of the golden rule? Anybody? Right, that's what it is. The golden rule. The golden rule is to treat others the way we would like to be treated. In our classroom, one way that we will follow the golden rule is to be respectful. There's several things that I want to be able to do when you leave my class today. I would like for you to be able to understand what an expectation is, know some ways to show respect to people, and understand why it's important to be respectful. I have several expectations for each of you in this classroom. The first expectation is to be respectful. Today we're going to talk about ways to show respect and some behaviors that are not very respectful at all. So behind me, we have the definition of expectation, the belief that something will happen. Before we go discuss ways to show respect, I want to be sure that you understand what an expectation is. If you expect something, you believe that it's going to happen, what do you think might be some expectations that I might have for you in this classroom? To participate in class, that's correct. Very important that we all participate and listen in class because that's how we learn. This is one of the fundamentals of learning is to participate and to be involved in your classroom. What's another one? Help others. There's going to be times when you can work as groups and you can help others. But there's also going to be times when you're going to be working by yourself. What's another one? Do your homework. Right. Doing your homework is great. Turning it in is another thing. Turning it in means you're going to get graded for it. So doing it's only part of the equation here. You have to turn it in also. What else? Anybody? Having your take-home folder signed? That's correct. Very important every day that you let your guardian or your parent see your folder every day to know what your progress is in school, especially in my class. Okay, anything else? Stay on task. That is great, to stay on task. Too many times people get into a system where they're just distracted and they don't stay on task. So that's going to be one of the things we're going to be focusing on in this classroom is staying on task, getting our agenda done, getting it done in a timely manner. I believe that you'll be able to show respect to each other with no problem. Can anyone tell me why it is important to be respectful? That's right. It's important for people to know how to treat each other. What might happen to a person that's not respectful? Anybody? Yeah, they could get in trouble. That's right. You know, I've got a whole list of things that say what we do for each infraction, and, you know, staying out of trouble is the best way to learn in this class and to pass. Would you want to be friends with somebody that treated you badly? I know I wouldn't. It might be hard for a person that's disrespectful to make and keep friends. Being respectful shows that you value another person. There's a handout in front of you. So out of the stack, take out the handout and you'll see that the respectful and disrespectful are written at the top of the paper. We're going to explore some words and actions that are respectful and some that are not. Please put your name on your paper. That way I know who it is that's turning it in. You also have a set of colored strips. These strips have the words and actions that are going to be used in this activity. The first strip says, listen to others when they speak. Now, listen to others when they speak. Does anybody know, is that respectful or is that disrespectful? Very true. Respectful. Always listen to others when they speak. Show them the respect that you would want if you were talking. The next card says, write notes to your friends instead of listening to the teacher. I think this is very disrespectful. Okay? Do not write notes in class while I'm trying to teach. That shows a lot of disrespect. Whatever you have to say, you can say when you get out of class, when you go to lunch, when you go to recess. So everybody understand, respectful, disrespectful. Okay, so now that everybody understands that, I want you to work with 3 other people at your table, since there's 4 of you at each table. And I want you to place 4 strips in the correct categories. Take turns reading each strip. Then decide as a group which category to put that behavior in. Once you're sure where the behavior goes, tape or glue it into the right column. Okay? So I'm going to give you a few minutes to go ahead and do that. I'm going to walk around the class, see how you're doing. If you have any questions, you can ask me then, and we'll go from there. Okay? All right. Great job, everybody. You really seem to understand the difference between respectful and disrespectful behavior. Now I'd like for you to continue this activity individually until all the strips are gone. I'm going to give you about 10 minutes to work individually. That's by yourselves, not together in a group, no talking. Go ahead and get it done. When we're all done, we'll go to something else. Okay, looks like everyone has finished their chart. Would anyone like to read one of their strips and tell us where to place it on the chart? Calling people mean names. Now, anybody have any idea? Respectful? Disrespectful? Disrespectful. That's right. Calling people mean names. Okay? Would you want somebody to call you mean names? No, I wouldn't either. Would anyone else like to take a turn at this? What does yours say? Apologize when you make a mistake. Oh, wow. Okay. Apologize when you make a mistake. Disrespectful or respectful? Okay, respectful. That's great. Apologize when you make a mistake. Hey, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Takes a bigger man to admit that. I promise you. Okay, so today we've talked about ways to show respect and some behaviors that are disrespectful. Tonight, I would like for you to watch a television show and notice how people are respectful and disrespectful to each other in that show. You have a handout of common respectful and disrespectful behaviors. Put a mark in the box with that behavior each time you see it in the show. If you see a behavior that is not in the chart, you may add it in the space below. You should mark at least 5 examples of respectful behavior and 5 examples of disrespectful behavior that you observe in a television show that you watch. I'm passing these papers out to you now. Be sure to put them in your homework folder. What's that? Oh, okay. If your parents will not let you watch TV, and in some households it's that way, you can use a book or you can use a magazine to complete your homework assignment. So today we've talked about one of the expectations that I have for you. We've learned about respectful behavior and why respectful behavior is important. Tomorrow we will use your homework papers to help us design an anchor chart. We will post this in the room to help us remember what respectful behavior is throughout the year. So I expect all of you to do your homework tonight, turn it in the morning, and we'll go from there. And have a good day.